I've been in the game for decades, built companies, sold them for millions, managed serious money, and I've watched something disturbing happen over and over again. Smart people, hardworking people, disciplined people make the exact same mistake, and it costs them everything, not some of it, everything. Here's the truth nobody wants to admit. Wealth isn't complicated, but people make it complicated, and that is exactly why they lose. So today I'm going to break it down for you. No fluff, no theory, just reality. I'll show you. The one rule that made me millions. The 5 brutal mistakes that destroy most investors and exactly what you should be doing instead. Because let me be crystal clear. Nobody accidentally becomes wealthy. It doesn't happen because you got lucky once or picked one hot stock. That's a fairy tale. Real wealth, it's built through discipline, consistency, and rules that actually work. But here's the problem. Most people don't have rules. They have emotions, they chase trends, they panic sell, they follow noise, and then they wonder why they're broke at 60. I don't operate like that, never have. When I was building companies, when I started investing seriously, I followed one simple principle, one rule that guided every dollar. And that rule didn't just make me money, it protected me from losing it. Because here's the difference between winners and losers. Winners don't just make money, they keep it. So let's get into it. And pay attention, because this might change how you think about money forever. Mistake number 1, chasing returns instead of protecting capital. This one drives me insane. Most people are obsessed with returns. How much can I make? What's the next 10x? What's blowing up right now? Wrong question. The real question is, how much can you afford to lose? Because if your first priority isn't protecting your money, you don't deserve to make more of it. Let me show you something most people ignore. If you lose 50% of your portfolio, you don't need 50% to recover. You need 100%. That's not opinion, that's math. And most people never recover from that. But what do? They chase hype, hot stocks, trending crypto. Next big thing, nonsense. They jump in late, driven by emotion, not fundamentals. I've seen this movie too many times. It always ends the same way. That's why my rule is simple. Never lose money chasing returns. Protect the downside first, always. What do I do instead? I focus on predictable cash flow, strong businesses, real earnings, not dreams, not hype, reality. Because surviving the game is how you win the game. Mistake number 2, ignoring cash flow. Now this is where people completely miss the point. You want to know the real reason I've made millions? It's not because I picked the perfect stock. It's because my money works, even when I don't. Let me ask you something. Is your portfolio paying you, or are you just hoping it will someday? Because someday is not a strategy. It's a fantasy. I don't invest based on hope. I invest based on cash flow, dividends, interest, distributions, money coming in consistently every quarter. I expect to get paid, and when I do, I reinvest it. That's where real compounding begins. Not in theory, in practice. Think about this. A simple 4% dividend, reinvested over 20 years, does more than grow your portfolio. It accelerates it, but most people ignore this. Why? Because it's boring. Utilities, energy, infrastructure, not exciting. You know what is exciting? Financial freedom. And you know what's not? Being broke at 65. Mistake number 3, letting emotions control decisions. This one quietly destroys more people than anything else. Because the market doesn't care how you feel, not even a little. It doesn't care if you're scared, excited, confident. Emotion is the enemy of wealth. Here's what happens. The market drops, people panic and sell. Then the market recovers and they buy back in at a higher price. Buy high, sell low, perfect strategy if your goal is to stay broke. Or they do the opposite. They see something going up fast, to jump in blindly and get crushed. Fear and greed, that's it. So what do? I remove emotion completely. I don't guess, I don't react, I follow rules, I rebalance on schedule, I invest systematically, I ignore noise. And when the market drops, I don't panic, I look for opportunity, because great companies don't suddenly become bad just because prices fall. Volatility, that's where money is made. Mistake number 4, over-diversification. Now this one might surprise you. Yes, diversification matters, but too much of it is a problem. I see portfolios with 40, 50, even more investments, and I ask one simple question. Do you actually understand what you own? Most people don't. They've built what I call a junk drawer portfolio, a little bit of everything, no real strategy, no conviction. And here's the issue. Your winners don't matter. Your losers quietly drag you down. That's not investing, that's collecting. What do? I focus. Not reckless concentration, but intentional concentration. 15 to 25 strong positions. That's it. Every single one must meet strict criteria. Real cash flow, strong fundamentals, proven performance. If it doesn't qualify, it's out. Simple. Mistake number 5, no clear investment rule. This is the big one. The mistake behind all the others. No rule, no system, no consistency. If your strategy changes every year, you don't have a strategy. You have confusion, and confusion kills compounding. So here's the rule that built my wealth. I only invest in assets that generate income, preserve capital, compound over time. That's it. Simple, repeatable, effective. Let's break it down. Income. If it doesn't pay me, I question why I own it. Capital protection. I avoid high-risk bets. Speculation stays small. Compounding, every dollar earned goes back to work. And over time, that snowballs into something powerful. Here's the real secret. I don't predict the market. I don't chase trends. I don't gamble. I just follow the rule again and again and again. That's how wealth is built, quietly, consistently. Final breakdown. Let's make it simple. If you remember nothing else, remember this. Stop chasing returns. Focus on cash flow. Control your emotions. Avoid overcomplicating. Follow one clear rule, because wealth isn't built overnight. It's built over years and of disciplined action. You don't need to be a genius. You just need to be consistent. And avoid the mistakes that destroy everyone else. Because the truth is, money never sleeps. And if you want to retire rich, your strategy shouldn't either. Now here's the real question. Which mistake are you making right now? Because the sooner you fix it, the faster everything changes. And in the next video, I'll show you exactly how to build a portfolio that pays you every single month. You don't want to miss that.